If you've ever tried to transfer a domain name, you already know it can feel confusing, slow, and honestly, a bit scary. But domain migration doesn't have to be that. I'll show you how to transfer a domain name the right way using some of the most searched providers out there. Before we jump into domain name transfer steps, use this QR code or the links below to save money on cheap domain names and transfers. Don't pay the full price, the discount is literally one click away. The steps for how to move domain are simple. First, unlock your domain name at your current provider. Then, get the EPP code for confirmation. After that, initiate the transfer on the provider you're moving to. Finally, confirm that it's really you requesting the transfer. The only thing you really need after that is some patience, because the whole process does take some time while systems update. One important rule to remember is that any domain registered or transferred within the last 60 days cannot be transferred again due to ICANN's standard restriction. This catches a lot of beginners off guard, so keep that in mind before starting. If your domain is fresh, you'll need to wait a bit. But those are all the steps, and as you'll see, the best providers have already made this process even simpler. Let me explain. First up, let's transfer a domain name to Hostinger, which is honestly one of the most beginner-friendly options out there. A typical Hostinger domain transfer starts by logging into your account, going to the domain section, selecting the domain you want to move, unlocking it, and then copying your EPP code. Unlocking your domain name is really important since this feature helps prevent any unauthorized use of your domain. Once you start the transfer with your new provider and confirm the request through your email, Hostinger usually processes everything pretty quickly. It's also one of the best places for cheap domains, especially if you're trying to save money. Now, GoDaddy is the largest domain registrar in the world, and the steps to complete a GoDaddy transfer domain are pretty straightforward. You sign in, open your My Products page, choose the domain you want to move, unlock it, and grab your authorization code. After that, you transfer a domain to your new provider, let's say Hostinger, by initiating the transfer there and confirming the request via email. If you're planning to transfer a domain name to GoDaddy, the process works almost the same, just in reverse. And yes, you can find discount links for all these providers in the description. Use them to get some of the cheapest domain names out there. Finally, Namecheap remains a favorite for users looking for affordable and reliable transfers. A typical Namecheap domain transfer starts by logging in and going to your domain list. After selecting the domain, you open the sharing and transfer section, unlock it, and copy the EPP code. Once you enter that code at your new provider and approve the confirmation email, the Namecheap transfer domain process handles the rest. It's extremely simple and usually finishes without any unexpected fees, which is why Namecheap stays popular among people who want to transfer a domain name without complications. Look, these are the providers I recommend anyone use because they're among the best. But no matter which platform you choose, the steps stay the same. Unlock the domain, get the EPP code, start the transfer, and confirm it. Once you do this once, you'll never fear the domain transfer process again. And if this video helped you master domain transfers, consider giving back by subscribing to the channel, dropping a like, or using those discount links in the description. Thanks in advance, and I'll see you in the next one.